Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. So in 1972, I was a huge Jethro Tull fan. In 71, Aqualung came out. I picked that album up. I played it over and over. I love both sides of the album. The Aqualung side was awesome, and the My God side was incredible. And I had bought This Was when it came out in 68. I bought Stand Up when it came out in 69. I bypassed Benefit. I'm not sure why I bypassed that album, but I didn't buy it. It might have been a funds thing where I didn't have enough money and I was buying other albums. I don't know. But when I bought Aqualung, it was just so good. I went back and bought Benefit, which is a tremendous album. I mean, it's just a great album. Again, I don't know why I bypassed that one. So I heard that Jethro Tull was going to put out a two-record set called Living in the Past in 1972. Wasn't sure what the album was about, but it was Tull, and I really wanted it. I also read it wasn't being released in the United States. And I thought, well, that's strange. Why wouldn't they release this in the United States? So we had a brick and mortar record store at the time. We finally got a brick and mortar record store in our city, and it was called One Octave Lower. So it was owned by a guy. He had a kind of a beard, a wire rim John Lennon glasses, and a dark afro. He had a dark afro. Great guy, nice guy. And he was into import records. So I talked to him about it, and he said, yeah, he said, I was going to order a couple of those for the store because I'm a big Tull fan too. And I said, well, order one for me. I want that album. So he ordered it, and I got it, and it was a dynamite package. It was a hardcover book, and in the front there was a page that was a record sleeve that one of the records fit into, and at the end of it was another sleeve that another record fit into it, and in the middle was a book. And it turned out that the album was more of a compilation of singles that weren't on albums, previously unavailable tracks, and some live music, some things they did live. It's a great album, and I have my original copy. Unfortunately, when you have as many albums as I have and you're as unorganized as I am, I couldn't find it, and that's a shame. I kind of wanted to show it because, like I said, the packaging is really really good. But I do have here the reissue of it that came out several years ago on 180 gram vinyl, and unfortunately, it's not as nice. It doesn't have the book on the inside. There is a book, but it's not attached on the inside like the original. So it does have the book, which is a fairly nice book. Some really great pictures of the band and so on. But it's not as nice as a package. It just isn't. Though it's remastered, it's on 180 gram vinyl. It sounds incredible. So the Living in the Past album was really great. I mean, I listened to it all the time. There was so many great tracks on there that I had never heard before. Well, the title track, Living in the Past, I didn't realize was an actual single in the United States in 1969. But it never went anywhere. In 1969, it was a number 3 hit for Jethro Tull in the UK, but went absolutely nowhere. It was not even, I don't think it was in the top 200 of Billboard's charts. And if it doesn't get into the top 100, I wasn't going to be able to find it in the store in 1969. Most of the stores handle like the top 50, or maybe, if you're lucky, the top 100 singles. So, I didn't know it existed. Well, in 1972, it was put out, reissued as a single, and actually got in the top 40 of Billboard's top 100. It hit number 11, which is really good for a Tull single because I don't think there was a Tull single prior to that charted. And I believe the only other one that really charted in the U.S. In the top 40 was Bungle in the Jungle a couple of years later. So, Living in the Past was such a good track, though. I mean, that they actually named this compilation album after that song, and it's sad that it didn't go anywhere in 1969 because Tull had a very popular and was becoming very popular and had a growing audience. So with that, I'm going to play Living in the Past, and this video is kind of cool. It's kind of colorized, I think, because I've seen a black and white version of this video as well. And it's them in the studio supposedly doing this song. And the video is just dynamite. So here's Living in the Past by Jethro Tull. Great video. Great video. The bass in that song is tremendous too. If you listen to the bass, I'm right from the beginning. The bass is just like taking over this song, and Ian's flute playing is always incredible. I had read something many years ago, so I might be getting this completely wrong. My memory is kind of fades every once in a while. But that when he started Jethro Tull, he wanted to play an instrument, and he had played many instruments, but he wanted to play something different, and he went to a thrift store, and there was a flute there, so he bought the flute, and he kind of self-taught himself how to play flute. I mean, you'd never guess that, because I always look at flute as sort of a difficult instrument to play, because it's a reed instrument and you got to kind of blow over it. But the guy seems to be tremendous, especially on stage when he's like dancing on one leg and he's playing the flute. Just tremendous, just tremendous. Love Jethro Tull. Great song. This was asked for by one of the people that I think saw my last Jethro Tull video, and they recommended doing the Living in the Past, which I had planned on doing in the future. So here it is, Jethro Tull, Living in the Past. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please push the like button below. That'd be awesome. If you have any comments about Tull, Living in the Past, or any other memories of Jethro Tull, put it in the comments below. That'd be awesome. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Get that cursor over subscribe and push that button and subscribe. It's free and you'll have a lot of fun watching these videos in the future. If you ring the bell, you'll also get updates. So with that, have yourself a great day. Remember to smile. Smiles make everybody smile. Keep those smiles going. And with that, peace out, baby.